We are still patiently waiting for Avengers Infinity War to come out in 16 days. Ever since the movie was announced, there have been several theories and a lot of people speculating on what we'll see in the new Infinity War movie. I did a video a couple of days ago talking about those theories and talking about whether they could be true or not. But there are so many theories out there right now that one video just wasn't enough. So here's Infinity War Theories Part 2. Some of these theories are pretty good, and some of them made us laugh, so if you want to join us in having a laugh, please hit that subscribe button.
No!
Okay.
To start off with theory number 1, we found the Soul Stone! This theory states that there are 2 Infinity Gauntlets because in Thor, the original, we see the Infinity Gauntlet in Odin's trophy room with all of the Infinity Stones in it. This is a good theory and a good catch for those of you who caught it and thought it, but of course it is a fake, and that has been confirmed in Thor Ragnarok by Hela.
Fake. That's the stuff in here is fake. Weak.
Not to mention, we definitely know where all the Infinity Stones are, except for the Soul Stone, and they are not all together in the Infinity Gauntlet. Theory number 2. Vision dies when the Mind Stone is removed from his forehead. This is possible, but I do not believe that it will happen. Wakanda is the most technologically advanced country in the MCU, and they are where vibranium comes from. Vision is made out of vibranium. I'm guessing that Shuri somehow finds a way to remove the Mind Stone from Vision, or maybe Thanos or someone from the Black Order gets the Mind Stone and then they bring Vision's body to Shuri and she figures out a way to kind of sustain and keep Vision alive. I think if Vision is going to die, it's going to be by some sort of sheer force, like Thanos knocking him out or someone from the Black Order physically killing him, not from the Mind Stone being removed. Theory number 3. Thor makes a new Mjolnir. This is not true. Thor makes Stormbreaker. Well, he makes what they're calling Stormbreaker. It looks a lot like Ultimate Mjolnir, but call it what you want. They're calling it Stormbreaker. Call it a new Mjolnir. Up to you. Theory number 4, and this is something to think about. Theory number 4 is that Doctor Strange will make Teen Groot age. This makes a lot of sense and is very, very possible. The Avengers are going to fight Thanos. They're going to need everyone in their top condition, and that means maybe pushing Groot up a few years in age and pushing him up in maturity. Theory number 5. Peter Parker develops Spidey senses. I'm not sure if he develops them or he already had them and they just haven't shown us in either movie that he's been in, but it's clear from the trailers, he does. Speaking of good old Spidey, theory number 6 says that Peter will receive the symbiote suit. This theory has actually been shut down by Sony themselves. They came out and said that this film will not tie into Venom. Theory number 7, and this is kind of far-fetched to me, but I see it. The Scarlet Witch will turn evil. Although I don't think it's going to happen in the MCU in Infinity War or Avengers 4, I can see it happening because I can see Ebony Maw or Thanos using the Scarlet Witch's own powers against her. I can also see Vision being captured and being threatened to be killed unless the Scarlet Witch goes against the Avengers. Again, I don't think it's very likely that this will happen, but I can see how it could. Theory number 8, and you've probably heard this one. It states that everyone will die. Very, very unlikely. Sure, there are some characters that are going to die, but there are also many characters that have their own solo films coming up pretty soon. The only exception to this is that maybe somehow the Infinity Gauntlet will bring them back, or Doctor Strange with the Time Stone will bring them back, but this will still require at least one person to be alive. But speaking about Doctor Strange and bringing people back to life, theory number 9 is that Doctor Strange will bring all of the dead back. Doctor Strange is arguably one of the most powerful characters in the comics and in the MCU, but I'm still not even sure if this is possible for him to do. We haven't even seen it in the comics unless you count him turning his dead brother into a vampire. Which, hey, maybe that's the title of Avengers 4 and that's what's gonna happen. Avengers 4, Vampires Attack. I think if anybody is going to revive anybody, I think it'll either be done by the Infinity Gauntlet or it will be done by Scarlet Witch like she does Hawkeye and Quicksilver in the House of M comic storyline. Theory number 10. Every villain that was killed by an Infinity Stone will come back. I don't see this happening. I think this theory actually came from the theory that Red Skull will appear in Avengers Infinity War and Avengers 4. If this is true, then Red Skull will come back and Ronan as well, but I do not think it's true. Thanos is out to balance the universe, meaning he's going to wipe out half of the universe. I don't think bringing people back is on his list of things to do right now. And one last bonus theory, theory number 11. Thanos is doing this all for death. This isn't really a theory, this is how it is in the comics. In the comics, Thanos is desperately and madly in love with Lady Death. Lady Death is the actual personification of death, and she gets really sad and frustrated that there are more people alive than there are dead. And of course, Thanos, being madly in love with her, sets out to balance the universe. To me, this will definitely be in the MCU. Whether it's in Avengers Infinity War or Avengers 4 or even after, it will definitely be brought in. If you're unsure of this, go take a look at the post-credit scene in the first Avengers movie. The Avengers have just defeated the Chitauri, and Thanos' servant is speaking to Thanos, in which he says, to challenge them, being the Avengers, is to court death. Now, if you didn't know that Thanos was in love with death when you saw the scene the first time, it probably just seemed like if Thanos wanted to attack the Avengers, they would kill him. But that is not what this is saying. This is saying that if Thanos wants to impress Death, which he does because he's madly in love with her, he will challenge the Avengers. And you can just take a look at that big old grin on his face telling us that he will. And now we're at Avengers Infinity War. Well, that's it for all the theories in this video. I hope you enjoyed them and I want to know what you thought about them. And if you have your own theories, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Be sure to give this video a like and be sure to subscribe to my page if you want to hear more theories about Avengers Infinity War and to join the Wolf Gang. Thank you so much for watching. Woof woof.
Dude, come on. I think you're overreacting.
That was awesome! Yes!